What's up, traders? I've got something special for you today, something I'm really excited to show you. It's by popular demand by the folks on my Discord. They've been encouraging me to do some live trading examples for content. And today is a great example. The two strategies that I use the most based on my spike indicator, a reversal indicator and a breakout indicator, both fired within the same time frame this morning on Nasdaq Futures. Now, normally I really dislike going back and showing, hey, look what could have been, what if. I hate it when traders do that. I think they're bogus. But on the Discord, you can go and see that we were live trading this in real time. This is where I like to talk to people. I don't charge people for it. I just want to hang out and share ideas. But this is just to show that this was all done live. Maybe in the future, I'm going to start doing some live examples, but my personal trading style is not one of a scalper. I'm very selective about the things that I actually trade. And you won't find me taking a trade every day. And that's why I'm so excited about today in particular, because today, fantastic examples. So let's use Trading Views Think Back feature on the futures for today and look and see what happened. So we're going to start the chart out at about 9 a.m. this morning. And we're going to, let me change my slider to this right here. And we'll let this go forward a little bit. So this is 9 a.m. Usually around this time, I've done my prep work. I've taken a look at the market. Essentially what we're looking at here going into the day was a potential double top situation based on Friday's high. There's a little swing low on Monday yesterday. Didn't really break down further. We've got an FOMC meeting tomorrow, Wednesday, November the 2nd. And I wasn't really expecting very much to happen. I had very low expectations for today's price action, but I'm still in the seat. I'm still ready to take what the market may give me. So as we come around the open is key. I'm always looking for my spike indicator to fire. I'll tell you about what that is here in just a second. Let's get this thing to fire at the open. We're coming up on 9:30, and 9:30 is about here. Now, at the market open, what you will oftentimes see is some volatile price movement. Orders that were put in overnight, people just coming into the cash open are starting to deploy those orders. And what you had happen was this wick right here, right at 9:30, the first 1 minute bar, we're looking at a 1 minute chart on the NASDAQ, pops up, breaks the pre-market high. We're looking at about 11,614.50, and then it closes back inside the price range of the morning. That is a key sign. Think about it. People that bought up here, they bought betting that this was going to be a breakout, betting that the NASDAQ was going to continue up, stocks were going to continue up, we'd have a bullish day. But within 60 seconds, a minute later, you're back inside the range. And that's really all that my indicator tells me. There's nothing magical about it. I don't even charge people for it. It's basically just identifying something that I've known for a decade of trading, where when price goes one way, then gets slammed back the other, people get trapped. And they oftentimes are forced to get out of those positions. And that can create an excellent reversal situation. But that's not all. Sometimes you have a very interesting thing happen, like in the next minute. Within 2 minutes of the open at 9:32, now we have a break of the pre-market low right here. So we have a fake out to the upside and a fake out to the downside. Now, as just a general trading premise, without any indicators, if I just make everything really simple and I take off things, if you see a situation like this where a pre-market high and a pre-market low are breached, that means the market is in conflict. People are battling it out. And whoever wins is probably going to win the day. And so at this point, I start thinking, all right, whoever wins this battle, whoever wins this break, whoever actually follows through with this higher low, that's the way the market's going to go. You could almost put an order at either side of the market here. But the key thing here is, as a spike, what I try to do is I try to look at it. Let's just say that we're going to go on the first one. This right here is going to define our stop loss. In other words, just as I said, Whoever breaches the high or the low is going to win. So if I'm short, I don't need to have my stop any higher than the high of the open. And so if I go short based on this little pullback right here, then my stop would be right there. And then I'm going to be looking for hopefully somewhere close to a 3-to-1 reward risk ratio. Where I'm going to actually mark that off is I'm going to look to see this little move from Monday's low. I'm going to draw a 50% retracement level from there up until this pre-market high. And then what that's going to be able to give me is a potential retracement level to aim for as a profit target. And so we go back to the 1 minute right there, and that's going to put our 11,493.25. And so that is a little greater than a 3-to-1, pretty ambitious, 4.91 to 1 with that much risk, but that's all you need is that much risk. Now, a lot of people like to scalp, they like to get a couple points here and there. I love it. I wish I could do that. I have to control my emotion with rules. And my rule is I only look for these kind of, for what people call it, home run type of situations. I don't think they're home runs. I think they're just properly risk adjusted trades. So this is one way to play it. The other way to play it is if you're going to take a short, is right where this spike set up, the downside spike, you could also set up a breakout. And again, your stop loss can be above that other high because if we breach it here and then it comes up, then it's probably going to keep going. You don't need to be in it. There's no guesswork there. That's what the market's telling you it's going to do. Same target is going to apply. Now, the risk reward is going to be not quite as good because a breakout, you generally have to give it a little more. But if you continue on, you'll see that both these situations triggered. Now, initially at about 9:36, it triggered, it broke this low, and then it looked like another fake out. That's okay. We know where our stop needs to be. Our stop needs to be above that 930 high. We're good as long as it doesn't breach that high. And so if we continue onward, we'll see that slowly, after some more battles, right around, battling still, and then we finally got a really big push down right here at 9:45. Now we have a solid bear start to it. Now this thing is actually continued. But again, we never needed to have a stop greater than the high of 930. And both the reversal, a pullback to the middle of that range with a stop above the spike, as well as a breakout, the break of this spike, the break of that low at 932, both of these trades are working. These are the two strategies that I try to play day in, day out. And at the open last week on Wednesday, let me look up the dates. And this could be the subject for a live stream because I want to keep it focused on this one. But last week, if you go back and look, do your homework on October the 26th, 2022, and then October the 28th, 2022, Wednesday and Friday of last week, look at the opening spikes, look at the opening price action and see how they signaled reversals. They were a thing of beauty. Only happens twice a week. That's why it's not that interesting for me to sit here and do a live stream all the time. But 1 or 2 days of the week, you can get a really good play off this strategy. And today was one of those. Didn't expect it. Like I said, thought it was going to be a boring week until tomorrow. And so if we continue on, we can see what ended up happening. There was a news event that happened right about 10 o'clock. Now, I took some profit in here because we were getting close to that news event, and we also had a recapture of the red line right here. That's just a sort of a nuanced profit taking that I have, but I left some profit on to go on to try to retest this low that it made on Monday. And so not only did we get the full 50% retracement, that 10 a.m. news actually breached it, and I've got a runner. I've got a runner contract on trying to capture a little bit more profit. And so I'm going to look to start getting out around 11,402. And so as time goes along, we eventually get down there. Now I'm getting pretty defensive. Now I'm looking for that exit, and I get it right about here. And I get it there, and I get out. And the market gives us a little sign that it might be reversing. But as the market went on for the rest of the day, up into the close, further and further it went. But that's okay. I'm always leaving stuff on the table. I know it bugs a lot of people, but trust me, it's a lot better to leave it on the table and let a profit come all the way back. So the final result of the spike reversal, this is a thing of beauty right here. Oh, let me get this. That was the breakout. But the reversal based contract, the trade itself there was almost a 9 to 1. Almost a 9 to 1 for $9 made for every $1 risk. Some call it a home run. As I said, I just call it a good risk adjusted trade. But these are the things I like to look for. Does it happen every day? Definitely not. Does it happen every month of the year? No. But right now, in this point of 2022, trending strategies are working beautifully. And I wanted to share that with everybody because I love it when a strategy just works. It's taken a lot of time to put this together. This spike indicator, it came from being stopped out a bunch of times on these kind of fake outs years and years ago. And so I finally decided, why don't I just turn that into a strategy in itself? Reverse psychology on the market, getting that money back. So I hope this helps people. And again, I want to come and hang out with people on the Discord. I don't charge for it like other people do. I don't charge for classes. I just want to share ideas for people and keep apprised of the market because I can't watch everything at the same time. So trade wisely, and we'll see you in the next video.